So I was actually just working through this by myself, but I figured this is actually an exercise a lot of you guys could be doing for your business. So might as well just think out loud here and record myself, and maybe this will be useful for you guys. So right now, as you guys obviously know, my business is this community. It is alexhormozischool.com. And right now, my first and primary goal is to reach $5,000 a month in recurring revenue. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what would that take? Like, how can I get to $5,000 a month? And there's actually many ways for me to get there. And I'm trying to figure out what is the best way for me to get there. So I just started throwing some different price targets, right? If I were to charge $99 a month, I would have to convince 51 people to pay me $99 a month, and that will get me to $5,049. Same thing with $49 a month. I would have to convince, obviously, like double that amount, so 103 people. That gets me to $5,047. I was like, all right, well, what if I keep going cheaper? So if I charge $29 a month, I would have to convince 173 people to pay me. So $5,017. If I were to charge $90 a month, I would have to convince 264 people. And of course, easy math. If I were to charge $10 a month, I would have to convince 500 people for me to hit $5,000 a month. Now, of course, looking at this, 51 people sounds a lot easier than convincing 500 people, right? But before I even want to tackle one of these, I need to ask myself the next most important question. Who is my target audience? Before I can even decide which price point I want to target and which price point I want to stick with, determine how many people I want to convince, I need to understand, well, who is my target audience? That way I know, that way I have a better idea. Do I have a better chance of targeting 500 people, or do I actually have a better chance of targeting 51 people and have better conversion rates, right? So who is my target audience? And you guys are here in this community, and you know my target audience right now is business owners that like Alex Hormozi. What can I derive from that? What does that mean? Business owners who like Alex Hormozi. I need to think about their traits. I need to think about what kind of people are these people? What kind of people are business owners who like Alex Hormozi? Well, first and foremost, the biggest thing that I'm getting from this, if they're business owners, if they are entrepreneurs, I'm just going to make the assumption that since they're already business owners, they know how to make money, right? They know how to make money, and ideally they are somewhat profitable. So if they're somewhat profitable, I'm going to assume that they have money, they have cash, they have credit cards, they're actually able to afford to pay something, right? Another way of saying it is business owners, for the most part, entrepreneurs, I'm going to say they're at least, hopefully, they're not broke. Now, I'm not saying that all the people in this community are incredibly rich or incredibly wealthy. I'm just saying that people in my community, ideally, I'm targeting business owners, people who already have a business, not people wanting to start a business, people who already have a business, that they are not broke. They're not broke, which makes me to believe and assume that, maybe it would be terrible if I started charging something a little bit more of a premium price point. Maybe I don't have to go super low and target 500 people. Now, I think, let me just go on a little tangent here. I think it would make sense for me to charge something like $10 a month and target 500 people. 500 people who want to be business owners, people who want to start their lives as entrepreneurs or anything, right? Because people who want to be an entrepreneur and people who want to start business, most likely, like me, they don't have a lot of money to start with. So they need something cheap that to be able to pay for, that can hopefully help them make money. But this is not that. This community is not for helping people to start. This is for people already with the business and making a lot more money, a lot more revenue. We're going to keep diving deeper into this. But right now, I already feel better that maybe I won't go $10. Maybe I'll go somewhere along here. At least $20 or up. So they're not broke, right? And if they're not broke, another thing I can kind of derive that they're business owners is that they understand, we'll call it investing. We'll call it investing in knowledge. Well, this kind of goes both ways. This actually kind of goes with both. They're business owners who like Alex Hormozi, which means they are business owners who have consumed Alex Hormozi content. Now, what is one of the things that Alex Hormozi constantly preaches on? What are some things that Alex Hormozi constantly teaches people who consume his content? He tells people to learn as many skills as they can, just to learn as much as they can. Another way he puts it is to pay down their ignorance debt. So Alex Hormozi is really big on, dude, I just want to learn as much as I can, as fast as I can. I don't honestly care how much I have to pay for it. I just need to pay down my ignorance debt. So hopefully business owners who have consumed at least that type of theology from Alex Hormozi, they would understand that, okay, if I'm going to pay X amount a month for an AlexHormoziSchool.com community, I'm investing because I'm able to network and I'm able to communicate with other business owners who like Alex Hormozi. So I'm able to connect with other people who like Alex Hormozi, who think like him, and can hopefully together we can all come up with ideas. Just like this, just what I'm doing right now is what I want you guys to do for each other in this community. Hopefully these business owners, they understand the power of paying something to get a lot more out of it. So ideally, obviously, I want all you guys who are watching this, all these people who are in this community, to make a lot more money. So if you're paying, let's just say $30 a month, I hope to God that I'm helping you make thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars in your business with that big of return. That's literally the point of this community. Kind of who's my target audience, or business owners who like Alex Hormozi. Ideally, if they're business owners, they're not broke and they understand the concept of investing in knowledge. So once again, that makes me feel better about kind of going with a slightly higher price point. Okay, so here's where things get a little tricky, right? Because I have to be honest, I have to give you guys all the pros and cons. If they like Alex Hormozi, well, what are one of the things Alex Hormozi is kind of big on? Alex Hormozi is kind of big on free, giving out everything for free. That's kind of tough because this is my business. And as much as I would love to keep this community for free all the time, I'm sure I'll come up with something later on that will be free for anyone to access. But Alex Hormozi, the reason he's able to give out a lot of stuff for free, because all the stuff that Alex Hormozi gives out for free, basically like all his content and technically his books, the stuff that he has, the courses he has on his website, he's able to do that because even though it looks like Alex Hormozi is going super hard on content and all that stuff, that is still not his main job. His main job is still acquisition.com. His main job is still his portfolio company. He's just trying to attract more people to know about acquisition.com. He's trying to attract more business owners who are doing like $3 million a year in profit or more. All the stuff Alex Hormozi gives out, it is just like the biggest and best like marketing strategy that he's using for acquisition.com. That's why he gives out a lot of stuff for free. So for me, Alex Hormozi School.com, that is the end goal. That is the end target. So I personally can't do for free, but luckily Alex Hormozi also promotes premium. Another way to put it, charging as much as possible. So if you guys have read $100 million offers, at least you know that he's all about, hey, if you've read $100 million if you guys have read $100 million offers, or have you seen any of his content, he knows he's all about raise the price, test to see that it works, but he wants business owners to charge as much as they can, but of course that they still deliver on their product or their service. And as long as whoever is paying that is receiving that amount of value, or ideally way more. And like I just told you guys, that any of these price points, I hope you guys are making thousands of dollars a month just by being in this community. I hope I'm helping you, and I hope other people in the community is helping you make thousands of dollars more a month for your business. That is the whole purpose of this community. So if paying $100 a month for you to make $5,000 more a month for your business, or $10,000 more a month for your business, or $50,000 more a month for your business, I have no guilt in my conscience whatsoever charging $100 a month. Based on everything I just written so far, I'm starting to feel better about a more higher price target. Okay, but we still have to keep diving deeper. Target audience. Business owners who like Alex Hormozi. Business owners ideally aren't broke. Business owners ideally know the concept of investing in knowledge. People who like Alex Hormozi, they know Alex Hormozi is all about giving out free stuff, but he's also all about business owners charging a premium, business owners charging as much as possible. If hypothetically, let's try to think about this as problems, individual problems. So here's the problem. How do I convince 51 people to pay $99? I can tackle that problem. All of these are problems worth tackling. I can tackle the problem of convincing 51 people to pay $99, or I can tackle the problem of convincing 103 people to pay $49. 473 people to pay 29. You know how it goes, right? I guess there's another way I could solve this. There's one more part of the formula there's another part of the formula that goes into this. And is how am I going to find business owners who like Alex Hormozi, right? Well, first off, before I even need to convince these people, I need to find these people. Or technically, these people need to find me. And how am I doing that? So as of right now, my main channel of finding customers is, as you guys know, because that's how you found me, YouTube. And I'll put long, like LF, meaning like long or LFC, long form content. So as you guys know, I do these full length YouTube videos. If I'm using YouTube as a way to find business owners who like Alex Hormozi, then the only way I'm gonna be able to even convince these people is these people need to watch my videos, right? By definition, I need 50, at least bare minimum, I need at least 51 people to watch a video of mine. Have those 51 people be convinced to pay $99 a month, thinking that's gonna help them grow their business, which it would. But of course, as you guys know, not everything in this world is 100% conversion rate. So we are gonna stick with the lowest number possible, 1%. I need to have, let's just say hypothetically, if I could get this done in one video, right? Even though I'm gonna be making a ton of videos for now, just to get to my first $5,000, right? Because this is the goal. The goal is $5,000 a month. Hypothetically, if I could have this done with one single video, let's just stick with that for the experiment. One video that has a 1% conversion rate, right? Okay, so that means, so this is like math, like I just told you. That means for me to get 51 people to say yes to paying $99 a month, I need to have that video have, and hopefully you guys are good with math, but if not, I'll just show you. So X is the number I'm trying to find. X is the amount of views. Well, let's call it views, right? X equals views. X times 0.01. And if you guys are good at math, you know that X equals 51 divided by 0.01. I'm sure it's like 5100, right? Is that the? So 51 divided by 0.01. That means I need, yeah, I was right. I need to have one video get 5,100 views. That is the math. That is the math. If I want to charge $99, or let me go the other way. I need one YouTube video to get bare minimum 51,000 views to convince 1% of the people who watch that video to say, you know what, I do want to pay $99 a month. This is just for one video, right? So hypothetically, I could cut it in half to where if I got two videos that had, was that 2,050? Yeah. 2,050 views at that 1% conversion rate, then that gets me there too. Two videos with 2,050 views at 1% conversion rate gets me at $5,000 a month. So you're thinking, cool, Israel, you have it. Now, so all this calculation is a problem I want to solve if I want to charge $99 a month. What sucks is, if I go cheaper, if I have to do 103 people, then my views need to go way, way up. All right. So not saying I decided what price point I want to do. The question is, here's the next part of the issue. For me to have that 1% conversion rate, I need to have 51,000 views from qualified business owners who like Alex Hormozi. So I need to have 51,000 people, most likely around the world. I need to have 51,000 business owners who like Alex Hormozi, click on my video, watch on my video, and I need 1% of those people believe in me enough to say, you know what, I do like this AlexHormoziSchool.com thing. Let me pay $99 a month and talk to a bunch of other business owners who like Alex Hormozi and have them help me and have me help them make more money for our business. So that is how I am working out this issue. My first issue of how can I get to $5,000 a month? All right, so let's like I did the math. So if let's just say let me just finish this video real quick. Let's just say, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick to convincing 51 people to pay $99 a month. All right, let's just stick with that. Now I need to come up with a video idea that will generate me bare minimum 51,000 views from qualified. Let's call them qualified viewers. Because even any of you guys watching this video now, some of you guys just won't be convinced. Some of you guys will be like, hey, this is cool, but I don't think this community will help my business make any more money. You know, that's not true. But so that I'm assuming that's the problem I need to tackle. I need to keep making YouTube videos, long form content, and I need to get one video that ideally has way more than 51,000 views. And after that one video, I need to convince 51 people to say, you know what? I need to convince 51 people to say, hey, you know what? Israel, I believe in you. I believe in Alex Hormozi. I believe in school. And I believe in all the other business owners in this community to help me make more money. Let me pay that $99. 51 people. And then I hit my goal, $5,000 a month. And if I keep, like I told you before, if I keep going down this, I would just have to keep convincing way, way more people. I had to get way, way more views. I would have to attract way more qualified viewers. So what is, not saying any of these are wrong. I make it sound like, oh, always, when you're doing this, don't fall into a trap of thinking, oh, well, less is more, right? Oh, let me always go with the highest price point. That way I can convince the least amount of people. Because depending on whatever your target audience is, if you are going after, let's just say broke people, let's just say somehow, some way your target audience were teenagers wanting to make their first dollar, or teenagers, I don't know, let's just say kids. You know, kids don't have a bunch of money. You are way more likely to have to tackle a problem that's going to be something along the price point of $5 or $10, because a kid could have $5 or $10. But you're going to convince a lot of kids. But if you're convincing kids, most likely, and you're doing some type of content or something, you're going to have a video that does a lot of views. But luckily, kids are always on the internet and are always watching YouTube. So you do have a chance to make a video to get a bunch of views from kids and convince a bunch of kids to pay, like, let's just say $10 a month, right? For me, business owners, most likely, they are going to be 18 years or older. Ideally, my target range is 20 to like 45, because I think 20-year-olds to 45-year-olds definitely watch YouTube. So I think 20 to 45-year-old people who are business owners and like Alex Hormozi, I highly believe that they had $99 to spend. I do. And if they don't like it, they can leave, which I hope you guys don't leave. All right. So I can't believe I was about to do this whole thing by myself and not even record it. I hope you guys learned something. Yeah, cool. So do something similar for you guys' self in case you need to find out a price point for yourself and to figure out what is the problem you want to solve. And then basically, as much as you can, do the math on it. Like, at the end of the day, I literally just solved what I had to do, and it all came down to math. That's it. See you guys.